If you could go back 1 year to February 1st, 2020, and you knew everything that you know now, what would you do differently?
A year ago. Okay, what would I do differently? I would have given up the office sooner. I would have embraced the digital transformation sooner, trusted my colleagues and co-workers and the team sooner, that good people work wherever they are. And linked to that thought is that, I've learned that work is an activity, not a destination. The firm and the colleagues I have put in an incredible shift in 2020. So I knowing all of that, I think I would have given up the office. But I would, and the other thing I would say, the final thing I think I would say is I think I would have reviewed my company's stock option agreements a bit earlier, and look to properly thank and chip in and reward the good people who've stepped up over the last 12 months.
That's a really hard question for me, at least. I think some people maybe have things, but I don't know that I would do anything that differently. I mean, I might make some different stock market decisions, but that's like betting on horses, right? But I think in terms of how I feel like I did my best. I feel like I did, what I thought was right. I feel like I trusted my instincts in terms of how to respond, in terms of what to write and what not to write during that period. And maybe I'm not a very good judge, but I'm not sure that I would look back and say, "Gosh, I wish I would have."
Had I known something back then, around this time, I would have looked for that, because that was about 2.5 months before I lost my full-time employment.
I'm telling you this now, and I'm going to repeat myself like a broken record. When somebody asks you that question in 2022 about this date, February 3rd, 2021, your answer is going to be, I started to write my book, and that changed my life.
Yeah, I completely forgot this was coming. And I was chatting to my grown-up kids about this, going, what am I supposed to say to this? Because I feel like it's made me, maybe reflecting on the past year has maybe made me realize that actually I didn't do too badly, because I have had enough sort of mental health and anxiety challenges throughout my life that I know I'm self-aware enough to know what my coping strategy is and to know what I need to kind of maintain my mental health at a healthy kind of positive level. So for me, it's fresh air, exercise, music, and a good amount of sleep, preferably eating well as well. But I think being kind of equipped with that knowledge really helped me get through it, whereas otherwise I probably would have gone to pieces. And also, with the benefit of hindsight, I'm really glad that in that period in the UK, when our first lockdown ended, there was quite a lovely period where we were allowed to do things again. And I really, really made the most of that. I don't work Fridays since I turned 50. It was kind of one of my things. So I spent a lot of my Fridays meeting up in real life with a lot of my community. So these people that I was telling you about before that I've met through social media, I met them for real life lunches and Prosecco and chat and inspiration. And it was fabulous. So it's a bit of a cop-out of an answer, but yeah, I think it'll have to do.
Mr. Jeff Gothelf, what?
I would buy a plane ticket for every single day between the 5th of February and the 15th of March. Just go around the world as many times as I could, just to know that. That's what I would do.
Maybe I'd be flying, but I would be hugging everybody I know. And seeing them and holding them and just being there with them, since it's been a long year.
I would go to Atlanta for a month and spend every day with my dad, because, as you know, he died from coronavirus on May 5th. And so That's what I would have done.
It's amazing. I mean, just when everything comes down to it, all we want to do is just spend more time with our loved ones. Even if we fight or bicker or whatever the case may be, I'd rather bicker, with my family than with strangers. That's for damn sure.
Well, I would have started reading your books a lot earlier, for one thing. Secondly, I would have had prepared my study for Zoom speeches, which I've been doing, and I had no idea I would be doing that. But can you imagine February 2020, people saying, why are you putting ring lights all over your office?
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I think I did the year pretty well, as pretty much as well as I could have. So no real regrets.
Well, besides agreeing with more travel, more hugs, and more family, I think I would have bought stock in Pfizer and GameStop.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the stock tip as well.